G'day everyone and welcome to today's episode of All the Bricks. Today, going to be having a look at Battle Cat versus Roton. Let's get into it. I could ask you one favour before I start the video. If you could hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, it'd really help me out a lot and I would appreciate it heaps. So we get, in the usual fashion, the typical really nice looking artwork, reminiscent of those original Master Universe toys, showing Battle Cat and Roton on the front with Battle Armor He-Man, first one of him, and Merman, which I'm surprised he wasn't in any of the earlier sets. On the side, got another picture of He-Man, product pics on the back, showing off one of the next sets that we're getting reviewed. And that's it. Well, there's our two characters up the top. Alright, let's get open and have a look what's inside. Okay, so getting into the bags, of course our instructions. Have one bag. Second bag is basically Battle Cat. Another bag of parts. Some smaller parts, more smaller parts. That impressive looking disc for the Roton. And Merman and Battle Armor He-Man. Alright, I'll get this all built and we'll have a look at the set. Okay, and here's the set all complete. So, start off having a look at the minifigures first. Merman looks absolutely amazing. Really spot on how they got him. Having both the accessories, the sword and his staff. Just all the printing is just so spot on. Really glad to have this figure. Merman was funny enough, one of the few characters I never had in the original line. So, this is the first one for me. Awesome to have. Next up, we'll get He-Man off Battle Cat here. First Battle Armor He-Man, and I'll just say that I'm very glad I didn't try and show putting this one together. Getting this armor over the neck post was an absolute nightmare. It just kept on hooking on either side of the shoulder pads because the neck post is a little bit forward. That's how you can see. A little bit forward, so when you try and push the armor down, it would keep on catching on the front here, and it just was a real pain to get on. Once it's on, it's all good. But yeah, I'm glad I didn't video that because it took ages to just get it on the right spot. But yeah, Battle Armor He-Man, no damage on it, and just comes with his axe. A really cool looking figure. Will he stand up? Of course he will. And then Battle Cat. This one I was really impressed with. I wasn't all that fussed about Battle Cat. I had the original Battle Cat. And there's always, one of those characters that you got to have in the collection sort of thing. But yeah, just the way this looks, even though the articulation isn't as high as what I would have liked. I would have liked to see some more joints in the legs, but at least maybe the back legs, the feet be posable like the front. But I can understand why they didn't, to keep the strength up to be able to pose it on the stand like this. Of course, all the armor comes off, and but yeah, just the neck articulation is very posable and it looks really good in the flesh. I don't know if the camera shows it off so well, but in the flesh it looks awesome. Okay, the last one, which does work, Roton. A bit more stumpy than what the original toy was. Well, the original toy, the figure would sit right into the bottom, and they'd be basically seeing this bottom part So the whole thing would be a lot like shallower. But they've done a good job for what they've got and the space they've done. Quality control is, yeah, still not up there. Getting these little red spikes in all of these was a real test, because they are very soft, almost like jelly-like. And it's very hot here in Australia at the minute, so they were extra soft. And so getting them in was a bit of a challenge on some. Some fell in really easily, and then others would just did not want to go in. And this one's still a little bit, and require a little bit of twisting and pushing to get in. The last one just would not go in. There was one that was just, for some reason, the hole, even though it was clear, there didn't seem to be anything wrong. I just could not get the post in. So I just slightly reamed out the hole, and then the last one went in. But without that, it would have been a challenge to get that last one in, because it just was not doing it. Get a pair of blasters on it, which fire off the little stud, so I can see them getting lost really quick, as they only give you sort of like a spare on each one on the top, but they're there for the design of the gun. So, but overall it actually looks really good, and just like the original toy, just a little bit different in dimensions, but at least it does rotate really well. So there we have it, Roton versus Battle Armor He-Man and Battle Cat. I hope you enjoyed the review, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, Birdie.